Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Acupuncture is My Life. Now, today's episode was an interesting topic in which I was asked to discuss in a podcast in the not so far future, but I decided to talk about it today because I've had several people discuss with me in private chat sessions on the Acupuncture is My Life app about this topic that I found quite interesting. Now, one young lady, she lives in Israel, and she had contacted Acupuncture is My Life via the Acupuncture is My Life app, and she's quite concerned with regard to Israel passing laws to legalize medical marijuana for children. She's super concerned about that. Now, not only this young lady, she didn't want me to bring up her name, but she had wanted me to discuss the topic. She'd asked if I'd discuss it. She's not just, okay, she's from Israel, but I had several people from here in the United States that were concerned because the House of Representatives is currently considering a bill that would reclassify THC strands of marijuana as being medically viable for kids. So basically, you have politicians, you have government, not just in Israel, but in other countries as well as the United States, that are considering medical marijuana for compassionate use in children with debilitating or life-limiting diseases. She'd asked what was my opinion, and do I recommend it? Now, for me, as a matter of opinion, and I'm just going to stick there. I'm not speaking for any government or government official. No one. I'm strictly speaking for myself and my knowledge and training in acupuncture. I don't support it. For one, this is a subject that's still very much in its infantile stages. There's no long-term study that's been done to see how children will respond over the long haul. That's for one. And then how do you teach your child how to smoke, how to inhale, when to exhale? What can a child that's growing, what effects can this have on their lungs? Is marijuana addictive? Yes, it is. How can this affect your child's learning ability? I mean, there's not much in the way of studies where people can reference the changes in which a child undergoes. Now, here at the Acupuncture is My Life clinics in New York City, we treat children with debilitating or life-limiting diseases with a great deal of success. I never speak in absolute terms. But the benefits of choosing acupuncture over medical marijuana for your child, do we really need to give it an extended amount of thought? The benefit, in my opinion, outweigh the risks. And this is why I say over and over, find an acupuncturist in your area, because we don't have clinics in Israel. And our network hasn't reached Israel as of yet. With time. Because globally we're connected with so many acupuncturists. And we refer tons of patients on 6 different continents. But even if there isn't one in your area, you contact, again, like everyone else, contact Acupuncture is My Life. We're here for you. And this is why I say over and over, follow us on every social media platform, even TikTok, under Acupuncture is My Life. Now, if you're into Twitter, it's Acu_is_my_life. But we have so much to offer. So much free information. And so many people are going to the acupunctureismylife.com website and subscribing by the tens of thousands to our weekly newsletter. Full of information that can answer a lot of your questions. But legalizing medical marijuana for kids. Think about that. Think about it. When acupuncture, if you want to say it's addictive, in a good way, because many notice the difference once the chi and blood, once yin and yang is balanced, once the body's balanced, they're digesting foods properly. Chi and blood is flowing harmoniously throughout the body. Your life changes. We treat tons of kids here where some parents come in more concerned than the children. And, oh my gosh, how many needles are you going to put in my child? Are they going to cry the whole time? And what ends up happening is the practitioner ends up more concerned than the parent. Why? Because when the children, once they realize that it's not as bad as they initially assume, they want to play and jump around while the needles are in them, and it's just, we have to ask the parent to calm the child down. Well, sometimes, we'll insert a point that's very calming and the children go right to sleep. And I've heard from several parents that when they skip a visit because some will have to work or other things have come up, the child gets upset. I love hearing that. So that's a positive form of addiction. We're not medicating your child. We're not putting any types of drugs whatsoever in your child. And in some cases where parents are over concerned, we teach them acupressure. And many find great success in that as well. So this is why I say sit with your local acupuncturist or contact Acupuncture is My Life. Because there's so many ways, as we say over and over, you or a loved one can benefit. So many ways in which you or a loved one can benefit. But like I said, again, download the app at the Google Play Store. Follow us, because I really don't recommend taking that route. You know, we understand that kids suffer from disorders such as epilepsy, Crohn's disease. We treat Crohn's disease in children, adults, all types of autoimmune disorders. All types of autoimmune disorders. Now, I know here at the Acupuncture is My Life clinic, we don't another concern, or I feel huge concern, is the psychoactive ingredients in medical marijuana. You know, what does it do to a child's brain? There's so much we have to consider. These are our children. They're our future. So you constantly have to remain concerned as to what is going inside of your child's body. Qigong works great on children as well. But there's so much to think about. And the young lady from Israel, great topic. And everyone else from a few other states here in the United States that contacted Acupuncture is My Life with concern. Huge concern. Now, there's nothing mandatory about this, as I spoken with everyone. I'm sure it'll stick out as an option, but me personally, in my opinion, since I've been asked, I don't recommend it. Over and over, acupuncture, acupuncture, acupuncture. And I know I'd messaged Chef Kiara, who runs the Eastern Nutrition Coaching Division of Acupuncture is My Life, to let me know her time schedule where we can sit down and discuss this topic and its alternatives. From a nutrition standpoint, you know, what types of foods are medicinal to these various disorders that are considered debilitating or life-limiting. And we'll include it in the future Eastern Nutrition Acupuncture is My Life podcast. Because it's surprising to see how many parents are concerned. And at what age would your child take it into their own hands to, if you don't consider medical marijuana, to obtain illegally marijuana from the streets to sort of support their debilitating issues or issue. So again, this is why you get your child hooked on acupuncture as early as possible, and start with acupressure. You don't have to start with acupuncture right away. And migraine. We've had some parents do that with their children. We've had parents do that with their children. And it worked out for the better. So this is important. But like I said, follow us on every social media platform. go to acupunctureismylife.com and subscribe to our weekly newsletters to have your questions answered and learn more about the benefits of acupuncture. And until next time, acupuncture is my life. What's yours?